The myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. Orpheus was a legendary musician and poet whose talent was so extraordinary that he could charm everything in creation: people, animals, even rocks and trees, with his lyre and singing. He fell deeply in love with the beautiful nymph Eurydice, and they were married. Tragically, shortly after the wedding, Eurydice died when she was bitten by a viper while walking in countryside. Overcome with grief, Orpheus resolved to do what no mortal had ever successfully done: descend into underworld to beg for his wife's life. His music worked its magic even the inhabitants of the land of death. He soothed the tormented soul, charmed the fierce three-headed dog Cerberus, and played a song so heartbreaking for Hades, god of the underworld, and his queen, Persephone, that they wept. Moved by his devotion and music, Hades agreed to allow Eurydice to return to the world of living, but with one absolute condition. Orpheus had to walk ahead of her and could not look back at her until they had both reached the upper world's light. Orpheus agreed and began to long ascend out of the darkness, with Eurydice following behind him as a shadow. As he neared the exit, bathed in the light of the sun, doubt crept into his heart. He couldn't hear her footsteps, and became convinced Hades had tricked him. In the moment of impatience and longing, just before he was completely clear of the underworld, he looked back to make sure she was there. As he looked, Eurydice vanished. He saw her one last time, a fleeting shadow calling a faint farewell as he was pulled back. Lost him forever because he had broken the one sacred condition. Orpheus spent the rest of his days mourning her until his own death.